I mean, you've never actually touched my balls.
No, I've never touched your balls, and I never will.
I mean, now's the time.
Yeah. Do you want to get right into it?
I mean, I was thinking about things to talk about.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And the only thing I can think of is having cancer.
Yeah. So for all the listeners at home, Joe has ball cancer.
That's what I found out is, I figure we should talk about it on a podcast to get clout.
Yeah, for sure.
Duncan Trussell did it.
Yeah.
I think Seth Green has probably done it.
Seth Green also had ball cancer?
I thought you told me that.
No, Seth Green? I didn't know that.
Wait, Seth Green is from Freddy Got Fingered, right?
That's that's Tom Green.
Tom Green.
Seth Green made Robot Chicken.
Yeah. Tom Green had ball cancer. Right?
Yeah. No, Tom Green did for sure.
Yeah. So I found out at the doctor's, and they told me it was what was funny. Well, we've talked about all this.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll just repeat some of it.
We can rehash some of it
for the listeners.
For the listeners.
At first I thought it was going to be an infection. And I went to the Minute Clinic, and then they were like, I was like, please look at my balls.
And they said no.
Well, they were like, we can look at your balls if you want, but we're probably just going to tell you to go to the urgent care. And I was like, all right. So I drove to the urgent care. I'm like, can you guys look at my balls? And like, sure, we'll look at your balls. And then the guy looked at my balls, and he was like, well, one is definitely bigger than the other.
And you're like, I knew that.
I was like, thank you. I definitely needed you to
yeah. Oh, okay, I'm good then.
Yeah,
I'll go home.
And then he was like, "What? It's too late to scan it tonight, but you probably want to scan it tonight, so you should go to the ER." And so I went to the ER, and I was like, "Can you guys feel my balls?" And they were like, "Yes." And it'll cost $230. And
that's so funny that you paid to find out you have cancer.
What's funny is I couldn't afford it. You helped me pay for it.
Yeah,
My parents weren't answering the phone, and I only had I needed $10 more, and you sent me 20.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I didn't have enough money for the I had insurance, and the copay was $230. Right. So I'm like, if I didn't have enough money for that, what would I have done?
You would just been in debt.
Oh, so if you get cancer, you can just be in debt, and
no, they don't just go fucking see ya.
That's what I was wondering. I'm like,
well, the issue is people are like, oh, well, I'm not going to be in debt. I'll worry about this if it gets worse.
Yeah.
And
they just let their ball grow till it's the size of a fucking bowling
ball.
ball.
It's like a grapefruit, and they're dragging it around, and they're like, yeah, I wish I lived in Canada.
And they start bouncing on it
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, so they looked at it, and they were like, all right, we're going to give you an ultrasound, and this girl's going to check it out, and then the hot-ass nurse walked in.
Yeah.
And it was, and everybody's question is, did you get a boner when she was giving the ultrasound? And no, because I'm gay. It was because she wasn't a man. And it was the least sexual experience. It was the least sexual ball touch I've ever had, probably.
Yeah, no. I mean, I understand that, but
I'm gay.
You should have gotten a boner. You should have.
Well, it was like a towel that was on my groin, and my dick was flipped up, so the only thing showing was my balls.
So okay, so you have a vanity towel between your.
It was just it was literally the rest of my body was covered except for my balls just sticking out. and
they're on a plate.
Well, it's I wrote about where it's I sound super horny when it's sort of oh, she was hot and this and that. But it really was. It felt like this sort of symbolism was sort of just a warped sexual scenario of this chick just feeling my balls. The device literally looked like a cross between a child, something you shoot a laser out of, and a dildo, a vibrator. It was she had a big vibrator and was just casually just looking around the room and pressing it against my balls for 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
It was 15 or 30. And at a certain point, she's like, all right, now we're going to check your blood. And I could hear my blood flow from my balls in the little machine.
What?
And I literally all I could do.
They drew blood from your balls?
No, they didn't draw blood, but she was checking the flow. She could hear it through the machine.
Oh.
And almost like a heartbeat, but a ball beat. And so I was just sitting there, just hands behind my head.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking around, you know, I like look over here. There's like a photograph of like a lotus flower. Like, you know, I'm like looking at like
kitty hang in there.
Yeah, like the plugs. I'm like every now and then I'll like glance over at her face and be like, yeah, she's touching my balls.
Dude, sick.
And yeah, but at that point I'm like, oh, just fucking give me some antibiotics, and you know, it's like an infection.
Yeah, they just let it go.
Yeah, and then I wait in the waiting room for like fucking an hour and a half. Like I watched like most of another round in the hospital room.
Yeah.
Just on the hospital bed with the hospital gown on, just, you know, making sure if somebody walked in they couldn't see
your little balls,
my ball and penis.
Yeah.
And then the dude walks in, and what I thought was funny was how he tried to make it seem like it was like he tried to give me the good news first.
Yeah.
He was like, well, your left ball looks great. He's like, your urine tests were perfect. And I'm sitting there like, I'm sure they are. I thought they were.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
I wasn't worried about that.
Yeah, I really thought, you know. And he's like, well, you have a mass on your right testicle. Yeah, you have a mass on your right testicle. And I was like, when you say mass, you mean like, and he's like, you know, it's like basically a tumor. And I was like, when you say basically a tumor, he's like, you have ball cancer.
Oh.
And I was like,
did he say that? He said
no, he didn't say ball cancer.
He never said cancer?
Well, no, I mean, once I started asking questions and stuff, he obviously was like, well, the differences between different types of cancer and all that.
Right.
I mean, I don't even really know what cancer is. Like, he said tumor. I'm guessing cancer and tumor are kind of synonymous.
No. You can have a benign tumor.
Well, either way, whether it's benign or not, he basically told me the ball's coming out.
I like that you said benign or not.
Banana nut.
Banana nut.
That's the song playing in my head as they extract my ball. This is the doctor singing it.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, so the right ball's coming out, and it was really crazy to hear it. To be like, whoa! I remember the whole time he was telling me that, I was just like, how funny is this? I was just like,
bizarre.
How weird, how funny, man. But it wasn't like a ha funny. It was like ha like.
It's
how funny is that?
Surreal.
Yeah. I was like, bro, I feel like I'm about to wake up right now.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's the story of finding out. Well, I called you like right after.
Yeah. I said I was busy.
Yeah. I'm at a bar. What do you want?
I'm like, what do you want? I'm with my friends.
Yeah. Well, I remember showing up to the bar, and you and Ashley were just like, Joe. Joe. Bro, that's Ashley's reaction every time she sees me. And I was like, you're still here. You're okay.
Wait, that's every time she sees you, she goes, Joe.
Well, yeah, I was at Austin. She's like, Joe.
Oh, since you've gotten ball cancer?
Yeah, she's like, oh, cancer. I mean, Joe.
Cancer, Joe. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is, it's like when you say cancer, it sounds like I'm going to die, but seems like, you know.
No, you're not going to die.
Yeah, I'm not going to die. At the very least, I hope I can keep my little swimmers.
Yeah.
And if I could get hard, I'm sure that he literally told me, he's like, he's like, most people keep their fertility and most people can still get hard. So I'm like, epic. Nice. That's all I really care about.
Yeah, that's all that
I would
matters.
rather die than lose my ability to get hard. That's like the only thing I was worried about. Or not rather die, but like once he told me it's very unlikely you're going to die, it was like the next row down. Can I get hard? Yeah.
And then will I be able to have children at some point in my life?
Well, the children thing is like I can still come now. So I'll just come into a little cup and then freeze it.
I get you're going to do that
before the surgery, I guess.
Are you going to do that?
Well, if they I mean, I looked at the
paper. You're going to freeze your sperm before the surgery. What?
Why would I not?
Because I don't know.
I'm not going to do it myself. I'm going to go to like a sperm bank.
I understand that, Joe. I'm just saying you're okay. I mean, you're really dead ass serious about these little spermers.
Well, I mean, saying little spermers is one thing, but it's like, you know, on the paper they gave me that told me all the information about the procedure, it was like obviously the risks and stuff. It was like it may come back, or you know, like it may this or that, and one of them was for infertility.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want kids someday.
I understand. You could adopt.
I don't want to fucking adopt.
Why not?
I want my kid.
What's wrong with adopting?
I don't want some stranger in my house.
Yeah. You're looking at a 6-month-old baby going, who are you?
Yeah. Some fucking, you know. If I were to adopt, I would want like I don't know. It's
A Chinese baby? What?
I was gonna say black baby. Well, the thing about it, it's like part of the reason of you having a kid, you look and it's like a little version. It's like the Bill Burr joke. It's half you, it's half someone you used to love.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess but the nurture aspect is there. You know, like half you raised it, so it's half like your mannerisms in a lot of ways and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about. Because I have a cousin who was adopted.
Yeah.
And I talked to my aunt, like, because when I visit my family for like Thanksgiving and stuff, I rarely have sincere conversations.
Yeah.
It's mostly small talk and mostly, you know, they're all way older than me, so we're not,
right.
You know, they don't know how to relate to me. I don't really know how to relate to them. What am I gonna say? Like, being a mom, right? That's
yeah.
Ask a few questions about that, but it's like the only person I had sincere conversations with was my aunt, and she was telling me about, because they had one I don't want to say his name because he's kind of famous, but the
your cousin is famous,
like relatively.
Okay.
Yeah. But he was adopted, and because they thought they couldn't have kids, and then after they adopted him, when he was a baby, they found out they could have kids, so all of his siblings are biological, and he's adopted. Mm-hmm. And when I was talking to her about it, she was telling me that from the very beginning there was a huge difference between him and the other siblings.
Yeah. Like she loved the other siblings and not him.
Well, I mean, if you look at them, you can like, it's so funny because it's like kid, sort of rich white kids, and then he's like tattoos all over his arm and big gauges.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah. And it's even her saying his temperament was just like, you know, he was just depressed. And it's like, depression was never a thing. You know what I mean? She was just like, nobody else in our family was dealing with any of that stuff with the medication or anything like that.
Interesting.
And it's like, I feel like part of it is the hand you're dealt, and part of it is the way you're raised. But I think people don't give the hand you're dealt. You know, it's like you start with a lot.
Yeah, with a lot of cards or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, for sure. I mean,
you want kids, right?
Yeah, I think I want kids.
Why?
Why do I want children?
Yeah.
Because I want to just boss people around all day. I want to be the king of two people.
Part of me thinks that's a little bit why my dad did it.
Yeah.
Your dad would just walk around, he's just pissed. He's just a mad dad.
He's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah,
and I'm like, what? He's like, get it, go on.
The fucking trash.
It's taken out. It's outside.
You know, literally, I'll get home from college, and he just looks at trash, like, God damn it, Joe. I'm like, I have been home for 1 hour. This trash is yours. I mean, I'll take it out, but I did not throw away that fucking microwave dinner.
Do you ever notice, like, I mean, being away from my parents, obviously now I don't live with them, but now going back and seeing them, I will, like, see live where I got things.
Yes.
And because I'm detached from them for a couple years, I don't see them all the time, so I'm like almost blind to them when I'm a kid. But then you leave and then you come back and you go, oh, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like this. Like my dad in traffic, I'm like, we sound the same. Like some guy goes into the intersection, he's like, are you the dumbest person in the fucking world? And I'm like, I have like the same tone, like I point the same way.
I mean, I definitely think you get your neuroses from your mother.
Probably
from
from
what
my
you told
mother.
me about her.
I mean, my dad, I got like anger from him, and then I got like anxiety from my mother.
That's so funny. That wouldn't have been great if you got two completely
normal parents.
Well, at the same time, I guess it's very rare to get somebody without any kind of baggage.
Yeah, dude. Like, and your child's gonna be as fucked up as you are.
You might get fucking ball cancer.
Yeah, you might get ball cancer.
I don't know if that's hereditary.
Yeah, she might get ball cancer.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Well, we'll see. You didn't even start the fucking timer.
I forgot to start the timer. Guys, we've been going for 0.
Yeah. Their camera's not even recording.
Yeah,
right now.
no, neither is the Zoom.
But no, I've got ball cancer, and I looked up because again, Duncan Trussell got it.
Yeah.
And we always talked about this, but the idea of him treating it like it was like, you know.
It's like, yeah, man.
He's like, I'm fighting the greatest battle that's ever been fought, dude.
Yeah, life and death, good
He's
and
like,
evil.
in this dimension, we're going to die, man. We're all going to die. And, you know, some have to face it sooner than others.
And you are going to die,
That's
Joe.
like Marge Simpson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says my name specifically.
Joe, you're going to die.
Well, because he was all spiritual and like woo about it. And he's like, when Bahad picked the apple out of the tree of wisdom, it's just like that. And I'm like,
I'm like him.
yeah, where I'm like, I'm totally not thinking about it in terms of life or death right now. It's literally just,
It's hard or
man,
soft.
one ball is bigger than the other.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
I'm so, and there's almost, I feel weird treating it like real cancer, where it's like, you know, I mean, it is real cancer. Well, that's the thing is like, part of me is like, well, clearly I'm not going to die.
Yeah.
The chances of that is very low. So it's like, but then you say it to people, oh, I have ball cancer. And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just the connotation of cancer. Like,
And I'm losing a ball.
Yeah,
It's like, I don't know how attached I am to that.
You are for sure losing a ball, or is it not?
That's what he told me. It would be great. I mean,
he said almost certainly.
well,
will take
that's
your
the
ball
thing
out.
I'm talking to Dr. Patel tomorrow
Yeah.
at 2, and he's going to tell me. Sorry, doctor.
Sorry, Dr.
Don't-
Patel.
yeah.
We trust you.
Yeah.
Your Joe's balls are in your hands.
But I think it's certain I have a tumor on it, and I think if I have a tumor, I don't think they can scrape it off. I think
maybe they can scoop around your ball.
I don't know. It just feels so big. It's just like it's like twice the size of the other one.
Sorry, dude.
But keep it light. Keep it.
No,
Don't be sorry.
I just like the idea of just like maybe Dr. Patel's just gonna give you good news.
No, listen. That'd be awesome. No, you know what would be the best news is,
Yeah.
bro, you don't even have cancer.
You actually don't even have testicles. you have a vagina, Joe. You've had a pussy this entire time.
Thank God.
You have this beautiful pussy. It's great. I love your pussy so much.
I thought I was gonna lose a ball.
Tight
I
warm.
gained a pussy
Beautiful warm pussy.
as he's fucking it.
Yeah.
Joe, you don't have to worry about cancer because I will fuck it out of you.
That would be great news.
You're a dirty little boy, Joe. You've been bad.
You see, the reason that I'm like breaking it out different.
I think the best way to do is like keep your teeth going. Oh, it's okay.
Your Dr. Patel. The problem with your testicles is that it is actually a vagina.
The only way.
And the cure for
too much sperm.
the problem is that you have too much semen inside of your balls. And what I need to do is get down on my knees and I will suck your penis and through the straw of your penis I will suck out the cancer. And you'll feel good, you'll feel happy.
You're just sucking my dick like a straw, and my ball, you just see it come out. He just spits like a champagne cork.
Yeah, it's going to be $10,000.
And you're like, whoa, doc, take me out to dinner first.
Yeah. We fall in love with it.
Yeah, with
Joe, from the moment that I
From
saw
the
you,
moment I sucked your testicle out from your ball.
the moment I saw your giant testicle, I was instantly in love. I said, I'm so glad this little boy got cancer. I would have never fallen in love. I left my wife.
I left my fucking wife for you.
Yeah, we adopt a kid.
Yeah.
We start fighting in front of the kid. Like, I left my wife for you.
So what? I don't care.
I wish I'd never gotten ball cancer, Dr.
I wish I
Patel.
fucking died.
You still call him Dr. Patel? Dr. Patel, I wish I would have never met you.
I don't even know his first name.
It's Sanjay, call me Sanjay. Please, call me Sanjay. Dr. Patel, it's over.
What about little Rudy?
That's your kid.
Yeah, Rudy.
Little Rudy.
Rudolph.
Little Rudy Patel. He's the light of my life.
Rudolph stays with me.
Rudolph, you get in the middle. You choose.
Yeah. He's a baby.
He's a baby. Yeah.
He's just, it's like the son of the mask too.
yeah.
On different sides of the room.
And he's like, come here, Rudy. Come here, get over here. Come to your good father.
Whose ball did you come? Neither of us, I guess.
You came from my balls. My balls still work.
That could happen though. That could happen with Dr. Patel. That could definitely happen.
That would be the best news ever.
Yeah, dude, that'd be
Tomorrow
awesome.
too. I can't wait.
You're gonna fall in love tomorrow.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome,
sick,
man.
dude. Also, if the accent is turning some people off, I have cancer.
yeah, you can't say
I have fucking
shit.
ball cancer. So
Yeah.
if this is making me laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's comforting me in my time of need. The only thing that can help me through this is racism.
Mild racism.
It's talking about my literal doctor.
Yeah. I mean, as oh my god.
It's my one make a wish is
Yeah.
Christoph to do the Indian voice.
Yeah, and I didn't want to do it. What was he? We couldn't get John Cena. He was busy.
Well, that's one option I have is take every advantage I have of
Milk it. Milk your balls.
Yeah, like my parents are like, Joe, you should be doing more deliveries, working more hours, start pulling your weight around, helping with these copays. I'm like, you sound like someone with two balls. You literally sound like you have two testicles and like I'm kind of missing one.
That sounds like two ball talk.
Yeah, literally. No, it's every girl. It's like, it's like.
It could be my last night.
It's
it could be
literally.
my last
I don't know if my dick is gonna work. Like, I literally don't know. So like, there's, I need like my last hurrah.
Yeah. Like, why would I wear a condom? Like, if my dick won't even work tomorrow.
People I was having sex with that I'm hitting up again. It's like, I don't know that I didn't get it from you. So like,
you're making STD type calls.
We literally don't know that it's not contagious. So if you feel bad about
my
that,
doctor actually told me that. You gave it to me.
Yeah, he told me that you gave it to me, and the only way to cure it is for the person who gave it to me.
Suck me off.
Suck me off. He already did it. And
he did it, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
And he said, the only way is to get Christina from the other night because
to feel bad for you.
she had a poison pussy.
I'll fucking take pity sex.
I don't know if I would take pity sex.
No, I mean realistically.
Okay, what does pity sex even look like? You poor little thing.
Oh my god, let me touch it.
Oh, let me see your balls. Like, I don't think a woman could.
Do you think I could put? This is just I'm losing it. I feel like I started with I have cancer, and the people listening were like,
"You deserve it."
Oh man, well yeah, no, it went from like, oh man, where's this gonna go to? I was wondering, and now to I wonder if I could take advantage of women. Let's cut this. I don't
like
know.
your ball. Let's cut it.
Well, it's like I was talking to somebody about where if I were to do jokes on stage, I would not want to like do the one man show thing.
Yeah, it'll be a one woman show after the surgery.
Well, shush. No.
Hi,
after
and welcome to my story.
After I'm told I've had a pussy the whole time.
I'm JeanJax. I went in for a routine check.
This is my son, Rudy.
This is my son, Rudy Patel.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't know. Well, it's like, because I was struggling with, I need more clean jokes. All I talk about is my dick and my balls. And I'm going to keep talking about my balls.
You definitely got more ball
But this
material.
time, people are going to feel bad for me.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, it's like, I'm not the only cancer comic.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No.
Like a couple of the jokes we came up with were definitely said by like Hitler.
Hitler, Lance Armstrong was there.
I don't think we're the only people in the world to compare Hitler to Lance Armstrong.
No, because of the one ball.
The
joke was going to be like, one of these guys he's a lying, horrible piece of shit.
He's a horrible
loser,
history person.
awful guy.
The other one's Hitler.
It's funny. It's definitely funny.
I'm pretty sure somebody said that exact joke before.
Yeah, it's got to be like a meme. It's an easy one.
Yeah, but as far as comedy goes, it's like what I don't want to do is sit down on the stool on stage when I'm ready to get serious and talk about my fucking surgery and show my missing ball to the audience.
Yeah, there's just a big X on your ball.
Yeah. It's just my flat I don't even have a dick anymore.
Yeah, you're just a Ken doll.
Like Ken doll, yeah. And I'm like, see this? This is comedy. Funny, right?
Yeah, this is what new school comedy looks like. This is called
Netflix top 10 specials. Number 1, JeanJax.
Yeah.
Shows his
JeanJax.
balls on stage.
He's 1/4 Mexican and gay.
What
if they did they should do like woke comedy special with like that kind of announcer. This
one
summer.
man, one ball.
All gay.
I guess I'll get a fake one.
Yeah, you could get an implant.
That'd be so cool.
You could get like a little like
a little troll doll.
A little ball bearing. Wait, a troll doll?
Like a troll doll or something
inside
cool.
your balls?
Yeah,
and you put a flashlight to your balls and you can see the troll light
like
or the troll inside.
Hershey kiss.
Yeah. Maybe you could get it in the shape of like a star.
That would be fucking epic.
That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, it's like, because I want to treat it like Duncan. You know, I want to be like, this is the most important period of my life, man.
Yeah, this is a pivotal time, man.
This is it, man.
It's a pivotal time, man.
I feel like he talks more like that. It's like Steve-O.
It's a pivotal time.
I fucking, there's twice in my life I've nailed a Steve-O. I've never been able to do it since.
Why do I just gotta be Steve-O?
I was doing some whippets.
I was doing whippets a lot.
It was like very almost Marge.
Yeah,
Simpson.
I end up doing just like,
homie.
I'm addicted to whippets, homie.
I have one ball.
I only have one ball.
I'm fighting the greatest fight that's ever been fought.
That's pretty good.
I'm Dr. Patel.
What is it, Marge?
Your cock. Your cock can save my life.
That's
Please.
correct. Yes, it most certainly can, Marge.
Let me put it in my mouth.
What would Homer think?
What homie doesn't need to know won't hurt him.
I do what I have to do.
Can you imagine an Indian guy? I just realized we're doing now. I'm doing a poo, and you're doing. There has to be porn of Apu and Marge just getting
in a
it
hospital room.
Ow! That's right.
Yes. Spit in my mouth.
Okay, I will.
And he goes, "Thank you, come again," right at the
end. That's what Dr. Patel says to me after I'm done with surgery.
Thank you, come again.
Thank you, come again.
And you're like, "I don't want to come again. I'm here because I have cancer." Okay.
I mean, I would definitely like to come again.
Actually, you'll never come again because you got one ball taken out.
You will never come again.
You will never come again.
No.
I want to come. Then you have
There's
to be.
so much more sex that I can have.
Well, you have to be a good girl. Do what the doctor tells you. Just what the doctor ordered.
This is going crazy.
This has gone so off the rails. I have cancer, people.
Yeah, it's serious.
Yeah, I mean, well, if I were to think about jokes I could do on stage, honestly, so much of what I'm thinking is like the most unlikable material I could do as far as like losing the audience with like.
That's great.
Well, like the only things that come to mind is like how selfish it's making me.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, is like the birthday boy syndrome thing I described to you of like, you know, when it's your birthday when you're a kid and you're like, you know, somebody's like roasting you or like. Not everybody's acting like it's your birthday and everybody's saying your happy birthday all the time. So you're kind of just like, hello, birthday boy. Come on. I fucking only happens once a year.
Yeah.
Whereas now I have this impulse to whenever, you know, I get made fun of or if some people aren't in the room isn't completely aware at all times. And you know, it's like, hello, people.
I have BALLCANCER.
I have cancer.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, it's just the worst childish impulses of like, you know, I was even talking to somebody that said, well, we were talking about that Louis bit of just like, you know, the idea of, your parents both died and you're so special. Like now I have cancer, I'm a special little boy.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's like I would love. Yeah, the only jokes I have is like, how great would it be to be able to be at my own funeral and
just watch everyone crying.
Yeah, watch everyone crying, just masturbate. Watch all my ex-girlfriends.
All come.
Regretting.
You have the biggest cock of any boy.
Yeah, he fucked so good.
He fucked so good for so long.
Yeah, so long and totally didn't underperform.
And he never came too fast.
Yeah.
And he also didn't ever cry. Ever.
Yeah,
not even after sex.
Jump out in a yellow suit like the Mask. Just kidding.
Yeah. And you're like, they call me Cuban Pete.
all of a sudden you just hear fucking what is that fucking that Fleetwood Mac song, The Chain, playing in the background. I just show up, fucking mist comes out. Yeah, I pop out. Hey.
You got a whole choir with you. He's alive.
Yeah.
He's not actually dead. He just wanted attention.
Celebrate good times come. Strippers come out.
You're doing like clapping with them and shit.
Everybody's like, you fucking psychopath. I'm
alive.
Yeah.
First off, I'm alive.
Yeah. No, if I died, I wouldn't even do that. I mean, obviously, I'd go to the funeral and like not make myself a parent, but if I were still alive, I'd just like go and like, like a crowded subway and make eye contact with all my old friends from like across the crowd and just wink at them and then never leave
and then
forever.
And then you're still sitting on the train and they walk up to you. Joe, is that you? I faked my death.
Yeah, that's what would happen.
Yeah. You just didn't want to ever see them again because you didn't have balls anymore.
Yeah. I was too ashamed
so
of my
embarrassed.
one ball. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even really thinking about that. Like, dude, I'm not even a man anymore. I'm just like,
yeah, you never were a man.
Shh,
pussy. fucking pussy.
Yeah.
No, you're not a pussy.
No,
You're a big, strong man.
Oh, thank you. Say more. Say more. I can't.
Oh, say more.
Yeah, say more cool, good stuff.
You're a big, strong man. You're gonna be okay. You're not gay at all. Not even remotely.
Well, that's what I really did appreciate with
going
to the bar after with you and Ashley and Jake was making jokes about my ball.
Yeah.
Much easier to do that than be serious about it.
Were you around when Ashley made that joke? That was like, we were joking around, like we were looking for you. We kept looking for you to see if you had walked in yet. And then I'm like, yo, we're going to notice he's going to be only a guy with the massive fucking
bouncing
ball.
In.
Bouncing in on his ball. And then Ashley goes, honestly, if he was like that, I'd be like, Joe, what the fuck is wrong with you? How did you let it go this long? Me and Ashley were crying, just getting mad at you.
I'm totally the type of person that would do that.
Let your ball get way too big.
Everyone is telling me to see a doctor. I'm like, if I see a doctor, that means something is wrong.
That means it's real.
Yeah, or like, it's like, what are they? I go to the doctor and something's wrong with me. It's like, something's been wrong with you, clearly.
So what? I'm crying blood.
Well, I remember Ashley texting me something funny when she asked if I was going to Broken Strings.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I think the doctor's going to take longer. Then I got to go to the urgent care now.
Mm-hmm.
I just want somebody to check on my balls. And she's like, I'm sure a lot of people would do that for free. And then right under, just a lot of men. And I was just like, no, a lot of hot girls, actually.
Fucking got your ass,
yeah.
dude.
No, she really did get me good. Well, it's also funny because I was texting people way before I thought I had it. Was like, man, I hope I get to keep it. Or at the open mic to you guys being like, how interesting and funny would it be if I got ball cancer?
Yeah, and then you get it and you're like, not that
Dreams
cool.
really do come true.
This summer, one boy, 2 balls. So he thought.
It's a rom-com between two balls.
You fall in love with your ball in a jar.
Yeah, my relationship with my red ball has really changed a lot. It's like, I thought we were boys for so long, and now I'm just like, why are you trying to kill me? Literally, why?
And the ball's like,
yeah, you fucking do.
I'm just in a jar.
Yeah.
And you let him out of the juice, and he's like, I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, I was upset. I'm sorry. Let me back in.
I just missed you, man. The only way you would notice me is if I started growing a massive tumor on me.
That'd be a funny cartoon sitcom, a man in his ball.
A man in his ball. Yeah. What would it be called? Going nuts.
Allergic to nuts.
Allergic to nuts.
Right now I'm pretty allergic to nuts.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a pun for a ball.
I thought that one was pretty good in that one.
Going nuts.
Yeah. Well, I just picture it. Yeah, it's like our little relationship. He's in a jar. And or maybe he's like in a jar. It's like in Ninja Turtles or whatever, like or not even, where it's just a jar with a ball in it.
Oh, like Power
body.
Rangers?
Yeah, like a human body with a ball in a jar.
Oh, yeah,
for a head.
yeah.
And he just talks to me, and he's like a super genius.
Yeah.
He's always making these wacky inventions.
Yeah. He's like, look, it's a propeller hat that slices bananas.
He's also evil, though.
Yeah. It is also a nuclear bomb.
Ball.
What?
Yeah. I thought there's certain points where I'm like, this is going to be a real cool, deep, serious podcast. It just keeps devolving into
Well, I mean,
nonsense.
the only way I know how to deal with this kind of stuff is to be funny at it.
Is to be, yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to have a like, okay, this is going to sound maybe callous, but who wants to listen to the, like, unfunny ball cancer podcast?
I mean, I listen to Duncan Trussell.
Yeah, I guess, but he's at least a comedian. I'm sure there was a couple zingers in there, a couple.
Well, it was a solo one. It wasn't even, I mean, it's like at that point, you're not watching it for the zingers, you're watching it for his psychedelic.
Yeah, that's true. It's
ponderings.
Called,
where he's just like, there was a couple interesting stuff he said that stuck with me. There's another one, because I listened to the one where he's around the same time I am, of you finding out before the surgery or before anything, like just kind of wondering how bad it's going to be. And apparently there's one after where he sort of talks about the whole journey, which I heard the word journey. I'm like, I don't want to go through a journey.
You're going to have to go through a journey.
I literally just want them to take it out in like 30 minutes.
The journey.
Yeah. I think he had to do a little bit of chemo. But I don't know. I mean, I hope it doesn't spread. I hope I keep my whatever. But one of the things he said when he was going off about like death and life and all that is he was talking about how much hospitals suck, and his version of that was just saying like, the hospitals are scary. They're the structures that form around death. And I'm just like, that's kind of a cool way to put it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, throughout history they appear to sort of, or they they naturally just show up around death. They're the sort of fortresses of the after, the waiting room for the afterlife.
Yeah.
So it's like obviously they suck.
Yeah, but I mean that's true. But it's also like that's almost a glass half empty kind of way to look at it. It's also the place you go where you're dying and then you walk out no longer dying.
Sure, that's true, but it's not gonna be fun. I don't know.
No,
well,
of course it's not going to be fucking fun.
Yeah.
My ball cancer experience wasn't fun.
Grow up.
This is life.
Get used to it. I got herpes. Well, you think I'm beaming?
Christoph, I'm going to be we should have a herpes podcast next time. You should tell me all about herpes. But
after your ball.
I'm going to be completely honest with you.
What's up?
If
you'd rather have ball cancer than herpes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I'd much rather take out my ball,
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's fair.
I'm not going to have to tell every girl I have sex with that I have ball cancer.
I mean, they're going to notice because you're going to be having fucking one ball.
I'll get a fake one.
I'm going to fake that.
And there's going to be a massive scar on your beanbag.
I'm sorry I said that stuff about your herpes.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to make light of it.
Well, it's too fucking late now, buddy. I was thinking about...
For the audio listeners, we just held hands.
Yeah. What I was thinking about was... when I got herpes, not to brag, but I went to a minute clinic thing, and just your ultrasound hot nurse story just reminded me of my own story of going to see a nurse practitioner who was fucking hot as fuck.
Why do they make?
Why do they do that? Yeah. Stop it. Be ugly. I want to. I had then I went another time and it was a Chinese man, and I was like, this is more appropriate. Yeah. I would rather have a Chinese man look at my herpes.
Yeah, now I can do the voice after.
Yeah. No, his name was like Steven. He was like, yeah. He goes, well, I was like having symptoms, but I wasn't having an outbreak, and I was like freaking out, and I was like, what's going on? And he was like, yeah, sometimes it just feels weird. And I was like, all right, thanks, Steve. And I dapped him up with my pants still down.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to look at people's balls all day, like pediatricians,
Yeah.
Just look at little kids' dicks all day. That's gotta fuck you up a little bit.
I think I don't even want to get into this kind of because my next thought was horrible.
Yeah. No, let's stop. Well, because when I was in high school, one of the first stand-up bits I wanted that I never tried was about
a child
how
penis.
pedophiles should just become pediatricians, and we'd have no more pedophiles if that happened because they just get to look at little kids' dicks all day.
No, they would do horrible things to them while they're in the room.
No, they'd satiate their
No, they wouldn't.
Their impulses.
That's just like saying, a bear should work with salmon. A bear should be a salmon doctor.
Well, if a bear somehow could find a way to get a little bit of salmon without hurting it every day, without killing any, then no more salmon.
Yeah,
died.
but imagine putting just the tail of a salmon into a bear's mouth.
Obviously,
and the bear going, I'm just gonna have the tail.
Obviously,
I'm just gonna have the tail. No, it's gonna devour the salmon and rip it apart and make it.
Listen, I was 16 when I came up with the premise.
I understand, but I'm just saying there's logical holes in you.
I think Louis had a similar band. He's a shining example.
Okay, Louis had
how
the
to
joke,
behave as a person.
Excuse me. Louis' joke was like something else. I don't even want to spoil Louis' joke.
It was the one he said on Howard Stern that he couldn't say in real life.
Oh, that's if we cared less about pedophiles, there'd be less pedophiles.
Which probably isn't true,
or less murder.
But as a comedic premise is probably a little bit.
But it's logically sound.
I think mine is like relative.
Anyway,
it's like The Purge. The Purge would totally work in real life if everybody just kills once every year.
No, it wouldn't.
Nobody would kill ever again.
The Purge makes no fucking sense.
I know, but it's made like 5 movies, so I can make one joke about my premise.
The Purge is
I want to cut this part out and only include the parts where I sound sad or good.
Okay. Yeah. I wanted to talk about. It's so funny that I'm a little like, I want to go back and talk about this thing.
Talk about the herpes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, sorry.
And what I wanted to talk about was that I was at the hot nurse, and when I was having like my first outbreak, my asshole hurt a lot. Like my asshole.
Because you fucked a guy.
No.
Sorry.
It's normal.
I feel like I've talked about cancer for like an hour and a half, and you'd want to talk about herpes for like a
2
minute.
seconds, and you make fun
like
of me.
You loser.
At least I didn't get cancer randomly.
At least I got mine by having sex.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. God gave you what you got. Pussy got what I got. You little bitch. Trying to tell me that's fucking battle scars is what I got.
It's a war wound.
That's war wounds. I've been in the trenches.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like banging on my feet on my chest. Tonight we dine in hell.
Sorry, okay.
That's what I said right before I
herpes.
ate the girl's pussy that gave me
herpes.
I said, tonight we dine in hell. But anyway, so I'm with the hot ass nurse, and I tell her that, and she goes, I'll look at your asshole.
Yes.
And I went, woo. I went, celebrate good times. Come on.
Strippers come out. Yeah. Did you let her?
Yes.
What?
And she went, I don't see anything around your asshole. And I was like,
you're like, can you check again?
I was like, well, maybe a finger in there. Maybe you'll find something inside.
The doctor comes out with his dick.
Dr. Patel, get
There's
in
only
here.
one way to find out.
There's only one thing where I know how to do, baby.
Oh my. There's the part of me was like making jokes about what I would lose in the surgery, where it's like, all right, the cancer has moved to your butthole.
What?
We need to remove your asshole.
Oh, yeah, you also no longer have an asshole.
Yeah, we need to take out your butthole. You get to keep it, though.
Yeah, you can keep that. It's just like a ring you can wear on your finger.
Or on my neck. It's like a Chinese finger trap. You think it's time?
Yeah.
Are we done?
All right, yeah, we're good. All right, cool. That was a good one.
Are we done? Should we end it through...
What?
Or should we like conclude it in some way? Do you have any farts charged up?
No, I'm good. I think it could probably just kind of fade out at some point,